everybody, wherever you're watching from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we have a new game in the rotation, and we're gonna start diving into the 40k games. And the first one we're gonna do is Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, which is fairly similar to some of the other games that I've played. Obviously XCOM. This is another turn-based tactics game, and yeah, this is my first time actually playing this game. It's my first time playing this game. I got it on sale like a while back. I haven't gotten around to playing it until now, and yeah, I'll try things out. So a new game here. I did kind of start a game off stream just really quick, just so I can like set up the layer mask for the vertical stream. But I'm not gonna use that as I'm not gonna use that save for the actual playthrough on stream. So we're gonna start from scratch here, and we'll just go with normal. This is a new game. Nice watching this morning in front of them after a few. No, this is not a yeah, 40k Mechanicus is not a new game. This is like 2016. What year is this actually? Hold on. What year was Mechanicus? Freaking, I want to say 2016, but like somewhere around that range. Go to store page. Oh, I was off. It was like 2018. Yeah, so this is not a new game. It's a new game on stream because it's the first time I'm streaming this, but this is not a new game. Similar to, or it's in the same genre as XCOM. Basically, it's a turn-based tactics game, but they have very distinct mechanical differences from XCOM. We'll get into in a bit. Like I said, we're just gonna go with normal here. I don't want to do the yeah, I don't want to increase the HP on the Necrons and like add extra fights. We'll keep it on normal, but we will customize the difficulty though. I'm gonna change some additional settings here. Yeah, so I'm not gonna add any of the modifiers, but I will change the discipline tree unlock method. We're gonna make this discipline. Basically, our units are gonna be like focused in whatever their field is. I can't like get every skill. If anything, we probably won't have enough resources to get every skill anyway, so much better to just focus all of the tech priests in a specific tree or a specific line. Skills of a single use per fight, I think we will leave disabled. Tech can only be equipped once per TP. I think we will go with that. And we're also going to enable enhanced exploration. And maximum revenue modifier, equals permission. I think that's it. It's basically just very minimal changes to the difficulty, just so we have like a more custom experience. We'll do that. Enable permadeath. We're definitely not gonna go Iron Man, just because like you already know what's gonna happen here. From my playthrough with XCOM Enemy Within and XCOM 2, we're not gonna go Iron Man for this. You'll learn my lesson. Permadeath though, the permadeath is a bit interesting because one of the main differences here with XCOM is that instead of a cover and hit rate system, here shots just hit, and instead we have armor. We have armor values to reduce the damage. So maybe we don't go for permadeath. Yeah, we won't go for permadeath. We'll just stick with that. And we'll have the DLC on. 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleets serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. Also, let me know if the audio is too... Okay, I think the audio might be too loud. We'll adjust that once we get into the game. Also, full screen. Full screen. There we go. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitari troops. Maybe raise it by 10%. Really? It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom across this benighted galaxy. The Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. Echoing the Noosphere, Magos, and old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. Resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. Here weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Amisus Solaris within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Roditus. Gather them. 4 months later. I think you're right about it. Now, but we'll see when they start singing. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen, but be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear, I hope, I have woken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes, threats to body and soul, but by the Omnissiah I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magus Resak. He vanished while on an exploratory mission to investigate xenostructures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis, he found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence, and if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis, peace for sector, knowledge for mankind, plus potential, plus opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos Scaevola, not appropriate time. The Miscrian Manuscripts, verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, for to us it will be as a house of sand and knives. Magi. We are approaching the target coordinates. Eastern Fringe, Silva Tenebris, coordinates 3.14. Did they seriously just put pi as the coordinates? Bruh. I times 1.618034 is that's crazy. There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard, breathable. My Skitarii troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? As soon as we're in a stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhard's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitarii will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servo Skull Reditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once. Yes, Magos. I'll set up a forward command post. Rasak's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priests can begin the exploration. Agrolek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stirred architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let's secrets of this world equals 0. I counsel caution, Magus Faustinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the indivisible miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried, and Scaevola. I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. The explorator unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. Okay, let's... Oh, I can't change the settings yet. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords. I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servoskull Reditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised, we're going in. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. I'll help you this one time. Left mouse button. Okay. Yeah, so there's like an overworld map where we go to rooms instead of the usual, or instead of the setup of XCOM where like once you're in the mission map, you can just encounter every alien pod by accident. Here, since we're exploring like tombs, we are going through them room by room, and each room has like a possible encounter in it. Now let me change the setting. Okay, let's lower master volume here. And that should be fine now. It shouldn't be too loud anymore, I hope. And let me know if I need to lower it even further. Okay. The Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are non-endurers, necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magus. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is a work of the alien magos. Codex Verminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you or commander to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. So this one's like, all of these are a Blackstone reward. Secure, scrutinize. I'll go with secure here. We're detecting a massive energy spike from the inside the tomb, but thank the Omnicide, no one was close enough to be hit by the radiation, but something's happening in there, something huge. Noctilite source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. Very ominous, yeah. It is ominous. We're basically going into the equivalent of like ancient Egyptian pyramids, except with all of the mythological stuff associated with that. So curses and shit. But also we're in space. And we're going into like alien tombs. Okay. Let's go to this next room. Okay, we're gonna have our first fight here. Necrons. Resak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they are as deadly as they are inhuman. Okay. Cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos contracts, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Slow advance risk. Guarantee the enemy of course. Xenos form detected. Confirmed. Ridiculous cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this standard construct. Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. None. Concerning. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must... Do not underestimate. Gauss weaponry highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also double-checking cogitators, widely known that they will self-repair, reanimate, or reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitarii are equivalent to a Class C graze to Necrons. Okay. Sorry, every fight you must decide the location of your units in the field battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Click square to place it. Okay, so we have a deployment. This is another difference with XCOM, like we have an actual choice in our deployment. I think we'll just put one on each side. One on each side. And start. Move units. Yep. So like I said earlier, like there's no there is no range, or there's no cover, and there's also no hit rate here. Hits just hit always. Instead we have like armor values. So right here you can see we have two different armor values. This one's physical armor and the other one's energy armor. I'm gonna get close and then your service call. I'm gonna recover cognition here. And then we should be able to... Right. Right. I'm gonna have to use that. use the cognition to get closer. We're just gonna melee this guy. Collect the cognition points. And yeah, these guys are tough. You have to like kill them twice basically. Otherwise they're gonna regenerate. And I can't shoot this, so I'll turn here. And then this one does not use... Get close. Shoot this guy. Actually no. Hold on. I don't have a melee weapon on this guy. Whoops. Actually, can you trigger... Well, so this is something I didn't check, but I don't know if you can trigger like an opportunity attack even if you don't have a melee weapon. I'm guessing not. Let's use a servo skull for that, and then we can end turn. And now we can deploy additional troops by putting servitors. I think we don't have to though for this one, so I think we'll just hold on to our CP. Make sure that thing's dead first. Can we shoot? But that's another thing too, like the stats on these guys, the stats on the Necrons are hidden. So this is not like the aliens in XCOM where like you just know what their stats are. Here, every time you encounter an enemy, you're second guessing whether or not you dealt enough damage. You have to actually reveal their stats first. And that also like reveals what their weakness is, which is basically whatever they don't have armor for. Okay. Let's go to the next room. Hypothesis formulation. Sarcophagi. Coffins, burial places. Structural purpose designation. Tomb. Intrigue. I mean, we already have like max CP, but I think we get like bonus Blackstone for having excess CP. Yeah, we do. We get a bonus. Let's go to the next room. Okay, kill all enemies. we one-shot him. Wow, okay, nice. And then we use the servo skull to get some cognition points. And then we can approach, and then I can smack him with melee. Guarantee he's dead. Then we get some extra movement as well. And this guy. Use a servo skull. Get some cognition, so we get our extra movement. Canoptic scarabs. And make sure these guys don't reach the warriors because they're gonna repair. What are those? What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gather. Must obtain. Required. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. No life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. It says verify your cogitators, then tell me what surfaced from Magus Resac's cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology, synthetic, possible artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory equals false. Personal recording. Weeks of studies show there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and reconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Resac's data that we thought was corrupt. It must be due to us recording the Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitator records. It's unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. Okay. I'm gonna put a servitor over here. And then let's also put a servitor over here as well. There are two types of units: control tech priests, the two units you've already commanded, or troops such as the one you just deployed on the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as tech priests, however they are useful and should not be overlooked. Just smack this thing. I don't know how much damage that dealt. And then for this guy, can I not shoot? Oh, I one-shot him. Okay. I guess I didn't need to spawn this tech or this servitor. That was my bad. Whoops. Turrets are hit by combat. Tech priests taken into interest. Quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat. Nice. Taking a lot of damage actually. We put down another servitor. I think we're fine. I don't need to put down more servitors. Okay, that's dead. Does that count for... Okay, I thought that would count for the thing. Apparently not. Make sure we collect that before we kill this thing. I'm just gonna use melee so we don't waste our cognition points. Xenos life forms purged. Okay. We took quite a beating actually. That was a lot of damage. Symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of a mission. Negative signs of hostile forces. Seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed. Permission authorized. Acknowledge Magos. Protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary source, the purpose of this tomb, why was it built? Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperial Archaeotech. This might take a while. Idea. Magos, if I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. Noospheric interface. Wait. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions. Magos. Plus deconstruct device. Activate switch mechanisms. Learn Necron language and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your list. Tech Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms, although I detest to do so. The promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learnings may be the only way to reach the Archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion. Noospheric interference. Disconnect at once. Purged. Reset. Noospheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issue to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As the Tech Acquisitor Scaevola left, suddenly my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign purgatories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Frag. Remove yourself from the noosphere, Scaevola. Predators report. The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitari cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skitari that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols, load weapons, and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet burn, life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
Drones of Mars. What was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Principal, Xenos Warfarm sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your orders, Magos? Uh, I don't really want to fight that guy. I don't really want to fight that guy, so I think we'll just fall back. Mechanicus. But I fear this foe will not give us leave to depart.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Oh, okay, so that was a false choice. That was a false choice. It doesn't matter what I pick. Oh, there's a... Ah, okay, no. The choice actually does matter. It changes the objective. Okay, so I'm guessing... So when I did the tutorial earlier off stream just to set up the vertical layout, I went with capture. So that objective was just survive for 6 turns. I was able to do it. Since I went for escape, now the objective is Tech Priest must escape. If I went with the third option, I think the objective is to just kill the guy. But I know how much health this guy has. I don't think you can do that. I don't know if you can even do that with what you have. I mean, lose this battle but not the war. Mechanics, there are many alternate paths to discover. Okay, well, we still spawn here. This guy spawns over here. We have to get past him and escape that way. Just make sure we spawn on this side, and I'm gonna save. Yeah, I think we'll save my servitors until I need them to like body block or like hold this guy down. Replaying games to make yourself there. What's going on? No, I didn't play that far. It literally was just so that I can fix the layout on the vertical stream. That's it. That's all. Let's see. We want to make sure we stay away from this guy. I don't know how far his range is.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
His movement is so high. It's so far, man. Like, why does he move so far? Actually, I can use a service skull just so I can show you what his stats are. Yeah, he has 5 physical armor and 40 health. Like, there's no way I'm killing that. If the objective was to kill him, there's just no way. There's no way that was gonna happen. I'm gonna put a servitor. Yeah, I'm gonna put the low health servitor here, just to bog this guy down. Like block his path. Move him here. And then this guy. This guy, I'm worried if I like move him too far out, what might end up happening is like he just changes his mind on what direction he moves and goes here instead. So that is a concern. I can't shoot him right now though, because this is energy damage. I'll try. And then get more condition points. I like doing this more than aliens. Oh, this is in there. Why do we need them?
How dare these wretched things stand before the void admiral of Cesaragon?
Nightmare Shroud. So it swaps his armor to energy. Does 6 damage to this thing. Oh my god, bro. Servitor 00001 has died. Do not worry, troops are cannon fodder designed to protect your tech piece from any attacks. Without tech piece, your mission will fail. Okay, I think now is the time to make a run for it here. So I'm gonna use one of my cognition points so I can get past. And then let's go ahead and shoot this guy. And then we'll spawn a servitor here. And then we'll spawn another servitor here. Or actually no. This one is fine because like if Agrolak decides to go here, I'm gonna be too far away. If he decides to go here, we have this servitor to head him off. Basically bug him down. And this guy. Yeah, I think I want to save my cognition points when I need to make a run for the escape zone. And then this servitor I can have run over here. And then his job is just basically body block. Prevent this guy from crossing.
When my fleet sails once more,
Hey, Steel.
vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Swap his armor back to physical. His range is actually massive because that was like an entire 2 squares away. And that was a melee hit. I guess we can use, yeah, we can use the cognition point here. We get 2 cognition points by sprinting this way. Get 1. Bot joined Discord yesterday, yeah. Or it might not have been a bot, but just like a scammer. Either way, like I just got rid of it. Guarantee the kill so that that guy does not respawn. Then we'll use a servo skull on one of these cognition towers to get more cognition points. And then I think we can afford to just hold here. Where's my friend? So watch. Are you serious? Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? For real. Okay, let's use our CP here. I'm gonna put a servitor here, and then we're gonna put a servitor here as well to basically just distract them. this servitor I can have walk this way. And then this servitor can walk over here. I think I can smack him. Out of range. Bro. This guy's melee is like 1 range, but Agrolak's melee is 2 squares away. Bro, what the Okay, and then this guy will go all the way here. Or actually, is that max? Yeah, that's max. Make sure he can get away, and then we'll use a cognition skull or a servitor skull on the tower. Get a cognition point. These commissions aren't supposed to be. Okay, nice. The Necron warrior just shot this guy instead. And he's alive.
Do not think to challenge us. We who killed our gods.
Bruh. Oh my god, he's gonna... Bro, he cut us off! Are you serious? Are you dead ass? You seriously cut us off? Bro, how the fuck? How the fuck am I gonna get past this? I don't have servitors anymore. Bro, why can he move? We're so dead, bro. Maybe I should not have spawned this servitor and then... Yeah, maybe that was too early. Because I spawned this servitor in, he went for the nearest target, which is this guy. Or alternatively, I should have spawned... If I was gonna spawn the second one in, I should spawn him over like here on this side. That way, this guy has like 2 things to attack on this direction. Why does not count? The thing is, like, this guy moves way faster than I do. So I don't know if I can like outrun him all the way around. So the hope is that Agrolak goes for the servitor and then like goes around this way instead. And then that way we can just make a run for it here. Fuck. Man. Oh my god, it is.
Can you hear the trembling of the stars? Can you feel your whole galaxy's terror?
Yeah, it was too premature to like call the other servitor in. We have to go the long way. We have to go the long way so that we can bait him this side and then make a straight run here while he's busy like chasing us from this side. servo skull here. Please go this way.
In time, when the Tech dynasty rules, you will beg Lord Cesaragon to erase you from existence so that your suffering might end.
Okay, nice. He went this way. Now I just have to make sure that he goes this way. The hope is that he goes this way instead of going this way, and then that way we can just make a straight run for the escape. Please. Please tell me you're gonna go in this direction.
See what becomes of your wretched forms. When again I meet your kind, your ships shall be crushed like your bodies.
Okay, thank God. Nice. We went in the right direction. And now we make a run for it. We make a run for it. We're gonna shoot this guy, though. Use a servo skull, get a cognition point. Make sure that we're high on those. Machine spirit buff on the weapon. Nice. Okay, we one-shot them. Enter here. That's a new round. And then this guy. Please tell me he can't reach us. Okay, guaranteed the kill. And actually, I'd be willing to spend one cognition point here for movement. And then we get another one. And then I'll use a servo skull to collect one more cognition point. And turn. And that's all his dialogue. Okay. Please tell me you don't reach my guy. Please tell me, oh my god, you reached my guy. Ow! Ah! That hurt, bro. That hurt, bro. Ah! That hurt so much. I think we have enough cognition points to just make a run for it. I think. Get one more here. And then this guy. Please tell me he doesn't have the movement to reach me here, man. Like, I'll be so messed up if he does. Please don't reach. Please don't reach. Please don't reach. Oh, thank God. Get me out. That hurt, man. Freaking so much damage. Report Kepra. Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. That has to count as a victory under the circumstances. We encountered a Necron warform of capability well beyond our expectations. Yes, I do not need to hold my emotional engrams. However, battle 1 is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, we must press on beyond our failures to reach success. And there is something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. It started when Resak stumbled on the tomb, but our arrival accelerating the process. That obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open up. Then we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, it must be done before the Necrons awaken completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun then. Omnissiah preserve us if our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional cores, but I see they lack the logic to determine decision-making. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought, until all are exhausted. And what are your orders, Magos? The Skitari will explore the tomb chamber by chamber and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crisis. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with the thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitari immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necrons rarely never observed. Potential of intelligence on Necrons added to sum total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts intelligence data from... Hold your blasphemous tongue, Scaevola. You counsel the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagus Borasis, Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death to the alien and all his works. All else is deviance from the Omnissiah Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. And it shall be done. Yes, it shall be done. Nagas, the readings from the tomb are troubling. The Skitari have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, xenobiologist. The Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magus Resak accidentally began the process and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered, and from the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols and the rate the Necrons are awakening. They are speeding up. Can you be certain? The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on this planet in 264 hours. Given the extent of the buried structures, that will constitute a Necron army beyond this mission's ability to contain. I see. Then our time here is limited. Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions we'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitari scouting party to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high priority mission, sire. If the threat on Sylva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, we will be forced to abandon the planet. Okay, so this is our doom clock, or doom counter. I fear they are right. I feel fear too. That is part of my humanity I have chosen to retain, but I can quarantine it in my neural vaults and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. It will not be easy. The Omnissiah did not send us here to do anything easy. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated or we shall not leave. Thus the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. Okay, Agrippa's sector located. Sisters Metallican on Mechanicus class battleship. Okay, and now we can start customizing our units. Okay, so we got Menarius and Jeremiah. Tech Priest customization screen. Screen, update Blackstone. Doesn't focus on a different playstyle. Second skills from 1 to 6 to 7 skills trees now. Okay. So these are basically our classes. We got Explorator. Reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. Okay. Avoid all opportunity attacks, plus 3 meters to movement. Machine Spirit attacks deal plus 2 damage. Power field generators cost -1 cognition point to use. If no ranged weapons are equipped, plus 1 damage, plus 3m to movement, plus 1 physical armor, plus 1 energy armor, plus 15% crit chance. Melee is kind of scary actually. When there's like no cover and you just have to rely on like, I hope I have enough armor to tank through their shots. Melee seems like a really bad idea. But I guess the movement helps. Executor. Servant Protocol. Servo Skull. Troop unit gains +1 damage. +1 damage, +4 movement. Plus 15% crit chance. Command fire. All troops in range attack select the target. Between 2 canticles. +2 damage to all troops for their next attack. Damage for next +2 energy armor, +2 physical armor to all troops for 1 round. Remember why I was to work? Bro. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of arguments. A lot of people arguing on either side. Cognitive canisters have -1 cooldown. Call in the troops unit instantly anywhere on the map. Ooh. Okay, so Secutor is probably one that's gonna be more useful later once I have more troop options. Because right now I only have servitors. That's kind of like useless. Once I get Skitari, once I get like more Skitari troops, or if I get the mechs, I forgot what the mechs were called. Once I get the mechs, this is probably gonna be Secutor's probably gonna be really good. Tech Auxilium. Your next weapon attacks cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. Tech Priest unit gains +1 physical armor. Use between 2 canticles. Is this not the same thing as... Ah, so this one is for all troops. This one's for all tech priests. Okay. +2 damage to all tech priests for their next attack. +2 energy armor. +2 physical armor to all tech priests for 1 round. One person said Corn would have a boner for the first time. Yeah, Corn would love the Doomslayer. He'd be stuck in like endless battle or some shit from that. Refractor field generators gain -1 cooldown and +2 field defense. Cast a canticle for free. Canticle will be used again later in the mission. Lex Mechanic. Generate +1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. Collect all cognition points from one source. +1 cognition point gained on killing a target. Scanners have -1 cooldown. Active. Fill the cognition gauge. Passive. Collect 1 cognition point when hit by an enemy. Okay, and then engines here. Active. Cleanse the target of any negative effects. Negative effects last 1 less turn. Restore 1 HP at the end of the unit's turn. Heals 1 target for 3 HP. Ratio claws at -1 cooldown and restore 2 more HP. Use between 2 canticles. Restore all HP on all tech priests. Restore all HP on all troops. Then the Dominus +4 range for ranged weapons. Deals +1 damage to targets. On the Servo Skull, Machine Spirit attacks deal +2 damage. But this is the same thing actually. The Explorator and the Dominus. Although the Explorator focuses more on melee. Enhancers. Energia enhancers cost -1 cognition point to use. Rights of range. Ah, yeah, okay, so I was right. Like, the Explorator is like, if you want the melee troop, or a melee tech priest, you would go Explorator, and the Dominus would be for ranged. +1 physical armor, +1 energy armor, +4 range for ranged weapons, 15% crit chance. Then the Xenorites, restore 1 HP at the beginning of the unit's turn, gain +1 to damage. After making an attack, the unit loses 1 HP. Gain 5% crit chance per missing HP. Chaos Fabricate, restore 3 HP. Once per battle, revive the tech priest at the beginning of its next turn with 10 HP. Yeah, the Xenorite is just weird. The Xenorite is weird. Okay. What do we want to go for the upgrades? Do they have the same stats? Yeah, they have the same stats. In terms of what weapons I start with, so we got the Power Axe, Phosphor Blast Pistol, Arc Scourge, and the Suffer Shattering Axe. Both of my range weapons are energy damage, and then the melee are the physical damage ones. I have the mod, like I have the option to make it so that once I commit to one line, I can't take any skills from any of the other lines. So I have to like think about the specializations on what I'm going to put on these guys. think the Tech Auxilium would be good to start. So one Tech Auxilium, and then another one would be Engine Seer? Or is it better to go to... Well, that's the thing though, I don't have like a wide variety of options yet, so I can't really do like a build for the Explorator and Dominus just yet. Yeah, I think it might be Tech Auxilium and Engine Seer. Although the Engine Seer is like not gonna have the heal until like later. Because I can only upgrade like each of them once. Yeah, okay, I'll go with this. Yeah, so this is a lie because I have the option to make them not multi-disciplined. Okay, so with the Tech Auxilium, he has his next weapon attacks cognition cost reduced by 2 cognition points. So we're gonna give him the Arc Scourge because that's really expensive. And then I guess we'll give the other melee weapon, and then we'll give the Shatterer to the other one. And for this guy, since we have a Tech Auxilium already, we'll go Engine Seer for this one. Okay, and let's go to our first real mission. So you have here Phosphorus Penta, Omnispecs, and here you got the Macro Stubber and Curatio Claw. I kinda want a physical damage ranged weapon because right now my only options are energy damage ranged weapons. So I think we can go with this mission first. Use a tech recent troops to take on a mission. Okay. So we're gonna bring these two and then bring some servitors. We don't have any other canticles, so I think we'll just go with that. I called you here, Lector Dogmatis Videx, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any moral threats on Silva Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Jesus Christ. Unnecessary use of cogitator power, waste of resources, Videx, insufficient use. Go to Augmatic Bay for improvements. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Agrolek. Most poetic, Lector Dogmatis, your thoughts on how to proceed. I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagus Veneratus Heracticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the omniscience work shall be done. Dog. I don't like VDEX, man. The sensor servitor is deployed at Tomb Enders, Magos. I am ready to send it on its way. Halt Subdomina. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalorians 5.91. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. If the spiritual integrity of the mission truly is at stake, Subdomina, Kepra, it is worth the risk. And I assure you, it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kepra. If you're ever to be a dominus, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Magos. Then Xena's corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Ours more than ours on one. GPDs for Dude. True. True. Very well. This will be done. Like, I'm pretty sure if, like, you'd be immediately branded a heretic if you brought any sort of large language models in the Warhammer world. Oh. Okay. How does this map look like? So this is our goal. Now there's two ways we can kind of do this. Because the thing is, like, every step we take, every room that we clear, raises the Tomb Awake level. And this one is cumulative across the entire game. So like every time we increase the Tomb Awake level, the global awakening level increases as well. Which means, like, if I clear everything, I might get more rewards, but then I might not have as many missions. I also don't want to do a lot of backtracking. I think we'll try and optimize our route here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it all 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's all 4. Actually, hold on. I don't feel so good. I think I need to go to the bathroom real quick. This might take a while, actually. Hold on. Give me a moment. Hello? I'm back. Sorry about that. My guts were quite upset, so I had to like sit down for a bit and calm it down. I don't know, I think I ate something the other day. Because that was like the third time I had to go today. Hopefully it doesn't happen again real soon. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, I think all these paths are all of these paths are like four rooms no matter what. So I think the play here is not to clear every room, just so we can have more missions overall. And also that's probably gonna deal like less damage to our cohort. So yeah, we'll just clear in a straight line. Yeah, it's not as brutal as like I've experienced worse still, so it's probably fine. Hopefully I don't have to go again later after the stream. Anyway, full screen. Full screen. There we go. I'll go this way. And as you can see, right, like every room we clear increases the awakening level. This is non-standard behavior and speaks ill of the menials whose task was to maintain this machine. Maxims of Amalan 5.12. Beware the deviance of thine own tools, for the enemy finds his entrance nearby. What was the break for again? Something about it? I had to go to the toilet. Okay. Find unexpectedly previously unused Vox scatter unit pops out of the servitor's face panel. Synthesized voice attempts to engage the court in philosophical discussion. So, if we engage, we get CP. If we excise, we get I believe this is tech. This is archaeotech. If we examine, we get both, but we get an initiative penalty, which means our units act later. That's not good, sir. It's fine. I don't want to be greedy here, so I think we'll just take the excise option. We can get a lot of CP along the way from other sources anyway, so it's not worth the initiative. So we got a cognitive canister. Condition cost 1, cooldown 2. Target a troop for its next base attack against +1 damage and 25% crit chance. Okay. And then we'll go here. Let's see what's in this room. What are the things in your country that are usually done? In this game, I guess. This game. Afghanistan on the deathbed. What, like if with an upset like bowel movement with LBM or something, or we just get like well, it kind of depends on what the cause was, right? It kind of depends on what the cause was. At the very least, we haven't like ever done coal here. I don't know about like actual cases of food poisoning. I don't really know how to treat that, but if it's like you just got the runny shits, yeah, just don't eat anything but some crackers and have some Gatorade or some Sprite or some like whatever freaking thing to hydrate you with, and then I think you can also just take Diatabs. Megas, shut this down before the enemy are attracted to the tin, but take care not to damage the machine. There begins emitting a loud blaring noise, perhaps a form of tampering or damage alarm has been accidentally tripped. The noise is accompanied by flashing lights and random bursts of extremely pungent incense. So... silence. Okay, so this one increases the awakening level and also injures one of our guys, so we're not going to do that. I'm also not going to take suffer because I don't want the initiative penalty, so we'll take the scrutinize here. I get 2 CP. And let's take this room. Records are awakening in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in the tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. Menials shall be ritually chastised for this maintenance failure. It is imperative to get the servitor function again quickly. Neo-Dogmatics 71.9. If his will be done, let it be done quickly. Are you serious? Bro. Eating usually causes upset stomach for me. Maybe you need to change your diet, Spar. Bro, this is all negative. What the hell? Primary maintenance, tertiary diagnostic, secondary repair. Okay, I'm gonna take the option to just injure one of my guys. I don't want to raise the awakening level. Minus 3 HP on my guy. That's kind of annoying. What's my canticle here? I think we'll hold off on the canticle. We don't need it just yet. And then we have a glyph room. A single port designed for necrocanoptic creature extends from this device. I don't actually know how the glyph rooms work, if they're like RNG or if the symbols actually matter. The port's oh. You healed, bro. You healed the full HP guy. Why? Dried crackers are eternal. Yeah, dried crackers are like the way to pass the hunger while avoiding having to shit whatever you eat. Shit out whatever you eat, right? You just gotta make sure that you wash it down with some Gatorade or electrolyte drink. That's why we're getting to extra Necrons in battle. Well, fair enough. Okay. Let's see what we have here. 2 Necron warriors. So that we're gonna get like extra enemies. So there's gonna be more Necron warriors. In terms of deployment. So we know that the other Necron warrior is gonna spawn like over here and then maybe over here. I just have them walk this way. And actually I can have them walk this way and then take this, because I believe this one is a shifting tile, so I can move on the tile and then we're gonna move guys over here to the other side. Okay, nice. Scan that for the additional blackstone. And then I'll take the cognition points. That way I can end on this tile here. What? Why can I move again? Excuse me? That doesn't seem right. Why can I move again? What the... Wait, beef. Huh? That doesn't seem right. I can't hit them anyway from here, so... Just end turn. Ah, fuck. Ow. That hurt. And then... take a Cognition Skull. And move over here. So the Necron Warrior spawned over here. What I'm gonna do is use Is that actually a thing, bro? I've never heard of like hand scooped curry spar. I think that's fake. Actually, is there even a point to spawning a servitor here? I guess it's a distraction. We can have one. It's probably just gonna get shot to death though. Crit! Oh my god, it's gonna... Ow. Ow, we're taking a lot of damage. Scan this. Get the additional Blackstone. And then... I wasted a servitor. I guess I shouldn't have spawned that guy, huh? Just delay the scene from doing unit turn will move the unit at the end of the initiative queue. You cannot delay in its turn more than once. Let's put the servitor over here. Actually, over here is fine. Use that melee for you. Yes, a weapon. The enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. Free melee attack, of course. And they move, get smacked. Ow. Okay. Let's see. So that was free. Hit this guy with melee. Guarantee the kill. And then... this thing moves in the next round, right? taking the mission point here. For real, yeah, it does. Let's move the servitor here. And this guy. Spawn a servitor here. And then... Ah, crap. I have enough movement to get to... Okay, nice. That was almost awkward. We smack this guy, and then this guy's gonna immediately try to move away. Right? And then we get an opportunity attack. And then he's gonna shoot this. And then now we're in range. And then I have an empowered machine spirit on both of my weapons here. Nice. I knocked both of them at the same time. We took a lot of damage though. That was a good double kill. That's gonna be less Blackstone though, because the repair costs Blackstone if I remember correctly. The sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Lector Dogmatis. Secret incense now permeates all areas of the structure. A positive outcome, Magus. It is right and proper that you see as I do the dangers posed by the corrupt influence of the Xenos. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magus. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarchy. Get some more. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos. The strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. Bro, Videx is whack, man. Yeah. Ouch. 100 freaking Blackstone. Blackstone for that. Yeah. I don't think that was... I should have probably played that better. Where the amount of damage we took is just like not cool. I don't know if healing would... I guess healing would prevent the loss of Blackstone, huh? I should have maybe used the Canticle. But that's also why like I wanted to get the engines here, so we can heal. Yeah, not as much Blackstone as I like. Okay, so this one gives us a new troop, Skitari Vanguard Alpha. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we take a mission, right? We need to upgrade our guys. So protect Auxilium. We'll take this. Plus 4 to max HP, plus 1 physical armor. Plus 2 to max HP, plus 2 squares of movement. Plus 2 energy armor. Plus 1 to max HP, plus 20% crit chance. You really guess like 1 physical armor from this? Oh, actually, does that mean you get like... I guess you eventually get all of the augments. Because these are non-repeating, I think. So when you max out, you have all of them. Okay. So which one would we just want first though? They want the energy armor. We get physical armor in the next upgrade, so I guess we can pick the energy armor here. And then cognitive canister, damage. We don't have a slot for that. Racial claw. Heals 2 to 4 HP. Oh, actually. Oh, I can't I can't remove servo skulls. They're just required. And I just need I don't have like a slot for this. Unless I remove my weapon, but that seems like a bad idea. Seems like a bad idea to remove my weapon for that. Actually, we can get rid of the Arc Scourge for now. And actually, let's also get rid of that. We'll give this guy the macro stubber. Oh, you can have 2 ranged weapons. Yeah. This is not the build for it though. So we'll do that, and then we'll pick up the... Well, first of all, let's upgrade this guy. For this one, 3 HP plus 1 energy armor, plus 2 HP, 1 energy armor. 1 physical armor, 2 HP to max. Let's take the 3 HP and energy armor. And then let's swap their axes, right? We'll give this guy the power axe instead. I can keep the phosphor blast pistol. And then the other guy gets the suffer shattering axe. The arc scourge is like too short ranged for us to really use right now. That's better. And hopefully we don't take too much damage in our next mission, so that I can save a bit more blackstone. Because that we lost 100 blackstone for that mission because I didn't wasn't like as careful as I could be. I could maybe go for the phosphorus or penta as well. Here. Or do I take this mission first so that I can unlock this Skitarii Vanguard Alpha? So we have an additional option for our troops. Oh, and then we can bring the Skitarii over on this mission here. Now we'll do this mission first. You can bring an additional canticle. Although we do unlock like more canticles. Because the way the canticles are unlocked is the way the canticles are unlocked are like there are conditions for each one. So we have like one more mission without using a canticle, and then another mission. So we have like 2 missions where I don't want to use canticle, so we can unlock these 2. And then then after that, like after we unlock kind of the craft level 3, then I can start using canticles so I can start doing the other missions. Or you start getting the other canticles unlocked as well. It's probably better to do the no using canticles on the early missions anyway. Tech Inquisitor Scaevola, I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveilling alien artifacts and organisms. And so the heretics of Styges 8 can plunder this world for its secrets. Your assertion false. If objection concerns offense, go to different mission and leave you free to do as you will. A dereliction of logic, Scaevola. Macarian 16.4. Watch your brother, for his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance, bro. What the... Silva Tenebris evaluation commences. Plus wonders, opportunities, secrets. Rare chance for discovery, intelligence on Xenos. Must not fail to exploit. The logic of your enthusiasm eludes me, Tech Inquisitor. My emotional cores return only peril to our mission personnel and the threat of the awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role, gather intelligence, seek truth, return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval, gather knowledge for the good of all. And how are you to go about that, Scaevola? Field operations in person, suboptimal. Sending tech priests instead, optimal. First objective, gather field specimens for study. Location, Tomb of Acropis. Commence immediately. Given the reports from the Tomb of Acropis, there should be plenty of samples in there for you to collect magos. Of course, but first you have to kill them. My talents equals dissection after the fact. I leave the location, identification, execution to your tech priests, magos. I trust this will be worth the effort, Scaevola. These are no mere labor servitors we are risking in these tombs. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Agreed, Mag. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well. Opportunity to study effect of Necron technology on human flesh. Dog. Okay. Let's see. This is equidistant, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Either direction works. Starting with the glyph room though. Let's see what this does to us. Single bar. Okay. I get a heal for no reason. Let's take this room. Oops. Self-preservation versus curiosity. Conflict unresolved. Desirous of knowing what purpose chamber serves. Oh, fuck. It's all awakening level increase, bro? Are you serious? Okay, we definitely don't want to take initiative penalty. And we also don't want to take injury, so we'll take the CP here. Quick thinking, Magus. When problem exists, true. Correct application of tech lore, always successful. Awakening by 1 right away. That sucks. Okay. Let's take this room. Commence enthusiasm. Acquire at all costs. One of the Necron war forms remains for the rest of the alien teleport, so it fades out. Reality SF about this disappear. We'll take extract here. Because I need more Blackstone. I need to make up for the loss from earlier. Shame. Was anticipating commencement of dismantling this section. Experimental dismemberment of Captain Xeno constructs. Interim conclusion reached. Necrons possess failsafe internal teleporters. Activate upon destruction. Indeed, Tech Inquisitor. I believe we could have concluded that without such risk to my tech priests. Okay, well. Final room. Okay, at least we don't have the extra Necron enemies this time. Because we only brought the level by 1. Okay. So there should not be any additional spawns. I'm gonna put this guy here. This guy here. Did they have the same movement? It doesn't tell me how much movement each of them has. But I want to scan this thing over here because that's gonna be another set of additional blackstone. We could spawn. I could spawn a servitor here as just an additional distraction. If it dies, it dies. Just so we don't lose a lot of blackstone from my guys taking damage. Ow. Oh, it's gonna be this guy who scans. Let's get a cognition here. Cognition point. One damage. Are you for real? It was just one damage, dog. It's probably not worth the spend. Well, actually, this guy's the one that acts first. I could spend 2 CP to get up in its face and smack it with my melee weapon. That uses all my CP though, but we get an opportunity to attack when it tries to move again, so I think this is the play. Opportunity attacks don't cost CP, so yeah, if he tries to move, he's gonna get smacked. And then this guy can do the scan here. Nice, 76 blackstone. And then we'll take the servo skull to get some cognition point here. And your nice weapons attacks cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. I should probably use this now. And regardless of whether I use my range or melee, that's gonna be free. Right, it raises even mid-combat, so we're gonna get extra Necrons anyway. God damn it. I thought we were safe. Then, okay, nice. We can spawn a servitor over here as well. So now I have like 2 opportunity attacks here. This guy gets killed. And then this guy can move closer here. This guy smacks this. And then gets an opportunity attack, gets smacked again. This guy's gonna try to move, he gets shot. We don't care about the servitors taking damage because that doesn't cost us blackstone. And then line of sight. Okay, I think we smack this guy first. This guy's dead. That's a machine spirit empowered hit, and then we don't want to get too close because we're not going to be able to shoot then. Just gonna walk up here and shoot this guy. Machine spirit empowered. Okay. 1 damage. And then we back off so that we don't get shot. And then this guy This guy is like not gonna be in range ever. Unless like I'd run over here, but then we just end up using all of our CP doing that, so we'll just do a normal move and then end there. Ah, Canoptic Scarabs. Okay, that's gonna be the extra enemy, huh? Do we need to spawn more servitors? I don't think so. I think we're fine. Yeah, I don't need to spawn any more servitors for now. We'll spawn them later. This guy can go here and smack this guy. Is not enough damage. Are you dead ass? I low rolled that. Oh crap! There's a warrior here. I can't believe. Machine Spirit empowered hit. And then we can go here and get an opportunity attack on these scarabs. Or not. My guy is just dead. Okay, never mind. Whoops. Oh, he one-shot. Did he just one-shot the scarab? Okay, wow. That's nice. Let's see. I'll go here. Take the cognition. Smack this with the power axe. And then since I'm not stuck in melee anymore, I can move here. Shoot this guy. 2 damage, so down to 2. We'll take some cognition points here. And in turn, then this guy can go over here. Get away from this Necron warrior. Use a servo skull. Get another cognition point. Then this one should be dead with a macro stubber. Nice. And here I should maybe spawn another servitor. Yeah, I'll spawn 1. And then we'll run. See, this guy has the machine spirit charged attack, so I kind of don't want him to die. I wanted to be able to smack this guy, so I'm hoping the Necron warrior shoots this one instead. So I'll move this guy over here. Please shoot the other one. Nice. Nice, okay. And then we can get this guy here. Although I can probably just shoot the warrior from here. I think, yeah. And I'm like machine spirit charged. Actually, let's go here and then machine spirit charged shot. That did not do as much damage. The machine spirit is not doing that much damage, brother. Dog. I'll use this so that it's free shot. Crit. Okay, nice. Now it's machine spirit charge, but we're kind of clogged up here, so I can't move really. Let's spawn a servitor over here, and then This guy with the charged attack can go here. This guy's gonna die. That's fine. He did his job already. And then now, this guy can go here. Get the smack off. Well, I guess... I don't know. Yeah, I guess I didn't need the charged guy. Because we already bit win this. Nice, okay. Much cleaner. I don't have damage on my tech priests, so I don't get a penalty for my blackstone for once. Circumstances evaluation. Confirmed disappointing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction of this corporation. Interrogative. Where do the remains go? Fascination intensifies. Upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected. Okay, we definitely don't want to take the awakening level. I think we take archive here because we need more archaeotechs. Abandon here, the CP is going to get converted to Blackstone since we're at max CP, but I think the archaeotech right now is more important, so we'll take this. Necrons employ teleportation technology in the weaponry. Calculating desired live targets for evaluating effects of gauss fire on human body. Conjecture not most illuminating. Arc pistol. Okay. Valuable data present. Past. Present greater than past. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusion positive. I cannot say I support your conclusion, Skivola. Beneficial conclusion. Itemization follows. Necron, this corporation witnessed. Enemy constructs destroyed. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necron available for dissection increased. My emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risks for the fulfillment of your desires, Tech Acquisitor. They are there to be risk for the acquisition of intelligence, learning, sacred knowledge. Your understanding equals approvable. Blackstone, 4% on awakening. Okay, we get phosphor serpenta, omnispecs, and then we also get the other pistol. And now we have Tentacle of the Craft, level 2. Okay, should have enough to upgrade both of these guys now. So we're gonna take Defensive Protocols, Servo Skull, Tech Priest unit gains +1 physical armor on the Tech Exilum. And does that unlock an augment slot? Yes, it does. Okay. I think we give the Croatio Claw to the engine seer. You're true for its next damage. Target has 50% chance to miss you with its attacks for 1 round. Cognitive Canister I think makes more sense once we get access to ranged Skitari units, or at least like melee units that have more movement, because the servitors don't really have that much movement. So I think we'll take the omnispecs here. And then we change his weapon though. Macro stubber versus the arc pistol. Single target ranged attack. Upon hitting target turns into a cone area attack. Okay, so this one is basically, yeah, this is just the pistol version of the arc scourge. The arc scourge just has like way more damage. I don't really have like a tech priest built to carry this on with the short range. So the phosphor serpenta though, I could replace the macro stubber with the phosphor serpenta. Quit. Oh, this weapon occupies 2 slots. Okay, I see. Well, we'll stick to the macro stubber then. And then for our engines here, we'll take auto repair. And then this guy will give the racial claw. Yeah. And then for our next mission, so this one, so Scaevola gives us the noise reductor, reveal all enemy statistics in a circle area. 95 Blackstone, cognition gauge max size increased by +1. But I don't really need this just yet. We're not at the point where we're generating CP constantly, and also like I kind of like having less max CP so that all of the excess CP just gets converted to Blackstone. So we'll take Videx here so we can get access to the Vanguard Alpha. If I remember correctly, I'm basing this on like my experience with the tabletop game. I think the Vanguard Alpha should be ranged? Question mark? Or was that the Wait, no. I think this Skitarii Vanguard Alpha might be melee actually. But at the very least, these guys should have more movement than the servitors. So we'll take this mission. Solve Voxcasters to dampen Xenos taint. Get our servitors in, and then we can put another canticle. The potential for corruption in the tomb of Agrelek continues to vex me, Magos. The spreading of the incense was not enough. I fear not, Magos. The malevolence of the Necron is overwhelming. Observations on the Tech Cosmos verse 68. We are derelict in our duty whenever we allow corruption to plague the minds of good men. And what do you suggest? Our progress in the tomb makes it possible for us to install a system of Voxcasters in the structure. And what would that achieve? Lingua Technis prayers could be transmitted to the very heart of the Necron's resting place. Our troops would go everywhere bathed in the sacred binary of the Omnissiah. Sayings of the Princeps 65.4. When thou desirest to discourse purely, use binary. What the fuck do you mean? Novel concept, Lector Dogmatis. Bro, why the fuck? Why are you like this? I considered your plan, Videx, and a cohort has been deployed to the area. I have personally selected the prayers of purification and translated them into broad spectrum binary. Once the Voxcasters are active, the tomb will ring to the Omnissiah's word. I thought you were trying to not awaken these guys faster, man. Like what? The Voxcaster location spotted, Magus. I am still uncertain if this is worth the risk to our people. One in possession of unaugmented emotional centers cannot appreciate the benefit of this operation. Gathalamarians 45.7. Above bullets, above blades. Care for your soul above all. Your concerns are noted, Kepra, but you have your orders. Yes, Magus, his will be done. Dog. We can actually end the mission right away. By just... Ah, wait, no. You have to go... Ah, there's two. Okay, so there's two rooms we have to go through. Okay, how do we plot this in the least amount of rooms? Or the least amount of levels? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's definitely the worst option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just take the short route. Take this, take one encounter, and then the other option, the other room up there. That shouldn't increase the level by too much. What is this vile mix of flesh and machine? Is this a form of Necron in its infant state? What has Kevola got to say? Unsurety statement loaded. Unsure of lifeform progression path. Diagnosing possible outcomes. Signs of degradation, deformed segmentation, and physiological deformities. Possible solutions. Infant disease, parasitic lifeform that represents a form of ripped flesh. Should I continue? That's enough, Skevola. I believe we are not the ones to diagnose Necron health, but instead be their executioners. I'm mostly concerned for my troops' morale. There have been reports of Skitari disappearing in these tombs, and I believe I know why. Skitari lives, Architect SDC Fragments mission. Skitari lives less than Architect SDC Fragments mission. Bro. How supportive of you, Redditus. So this is a flayed one. So these are like melee Necrons. Okay, there's a scanning point here for Blackstone. And that's about it. So I'm gonna try and go over here so we can scan this. You are... Menarius is my Tech Auxilia. Jeremiah is my Enginseer. Yeah, I'll have Jeremiah be the one to go here. And then we'll deal with the flayed one. I guess we could kite the flayed one. Actually, I can start shooting it from here. So that was 2 damage. It has 7 health. Okay. Then take a servo skull. Let's take the cognition from that one. That's pretty far. And then we can turn here. I doubt it will reach us. Shoot the macro stubber on this. Four damage, okay, nice. Then okay, I guess we keep this open because this one is like more efficient to be used on my melee, so we'll just hold it instead. But I'll use my servo to get another cognition point. Oh god. He just came out of the freaking ground. Okay. I think I want a servitor in front of this flayed one here. And then we can smack it. This is probably gonna have to tank like both of the flayed ones. Oh nice, okay. It doesn't do that much damage. It will rack up though, but I guess it's some free cognition, so we'll take it. For this guy, damage. I can heal. It's melee range? You're kidding me, bro. The heal is melee range, man. What the? Okay. That's kind of annoying. How are you not dead yet, bro? Okay, well. I obviously don't want to move away because that's gonna get an opportunity hit against us. I guess I could just do it anyway and then just heal myself. That works too. Because I also need to get this other guy through. Yeah, we'll just take the hit. We have the heal anyway. Yeah, it's just 1 damage. So I don't even need to heal. I'll just heal like before we end the mission. Oh right, he has passive repair. Never mind. Oh, he doesn't have an opportunity attack anymore. Okay. If that's the case. If he doesn't have an opportunity attack anymore, I can shoot this one. So that should kill him. And then I can move here. Activate that. My weapon attack is free. Crit! Let's go! So, because I crit, it's a guaranteed, like, they cannot reanimate protocol. So I don't have to, like, make sure they're dead. Nice. I was lucky. Let me just move here. Oh my god, how many flayed ones are gonna spawn, bro? How many kill all enemies? Okay. How many flayed ones are gonna spawn, man? Let's put a servitor over here. And then this guy can smack this one. We can't move out of the way. Yeah, this servitor is dead. That is unfortunate. Hopefully this flayed one doesn't make it to my side. Smack that. Opportunity attack. He's gonna shoot the servitor. That's fine. The flayed one's going here. The flayed one goes here. Okay. So what I can do... I can repair the servitor. Nice. Full health. That way we can make him last a bit longer. And then I can shoot this guy. Like a servo skull. And then Machine Spirit empowered hit. Critical. And then this guy, I might have to like... Crap, okay, well... Is there... Okay, there's another tower. You can take cognition there. Next round we're gonna reinforce. I can have reinforcements come in here and just have a servitor kill these ones. They might not make it in time for this other flayed one though. But I really need to scan, so... Yeah, also I don't want to waste my Machine Spirit charged attacks on dead ones. So I'll take the scan here. Nice, 77 Blackstone. And then we can use the rest of our movement to go here. I feel like they should have already detected us. We're fighting them, man. Okay, reinforce. Yeah, we have like one turn on this one. Hopefully I can make it there in time. With a ranged unit, so I can just shoot it. Let's put a servitor here though to deal with this one. Because I just need to smack it, right? Ah. Of course. Oh! Bro. Okay, he survived, but that was a lot of damage. Machine Spirit empowered hit. Nice. That gives us cognition, and then I can move this guy to distract the flayed one over there. We're gonna do that. One turn on this one. Hopefully the servitor makes it there. Get smacked by an opportunity hit. Off. Ow. Okay. It's just one damage. But that does mean I can't move out of the way. Because freaking... Okay, well... The other guy's dead. He's in his reanimation protocol, so I can just smack this one. That was a lucky crit there. Thank God. Okay. Ooh, actually, I can go here. Machine Spirit and charged Phosphor Blast. Okay, he has physical armor, so we definitely want to shoot him with energy weapons here. And then I can just where do we go? I guess we go here. We go here. And then this guy... I can use... Actually... Oh, but this is physical. He has physical armor. So even with the Machine Spirit charged attack, if I high roll, that's like 6 damage minus 2, so it's just gonna deal 4 damage, not gonna kill him. I should just finish this one off, I think. Yeah, we're not in a hurry, so I'm just gonna walk. I'm not gonna use a CP. It's not worth it. We got one turn on this one. I can spawn a servitor. No, we don't need to spawn a servitor. It's fine. And then this one can go here. Finish off this one before it reanimates. That servitor is dead, but that's fine. That's fine, because I can just go here. I could spend... Oh, why did I... That was the wrong order. I should have moved here first because I was at max CP. Whoops. Oh well. Machine Spirit Enhanced. We can shred some of the armor. So that's one less armor. And then... over here... I think if I shoot... Okay, just to make sure... Just to make sure we don't screw this up and we have enough actions for this turn. Yep, that's a kill. And I don't have to confirm the kill since all of them are down. Yes. Sayings of the Archmagi, Appendix 4. Such sweet music is the chatter of binary that has no tongue to lie. Ensure the volume is sufficient, Magos. Bruh. You're the first Voxcaster unit is in place. Immediately begins transmitting the complex binary of Lingua Technis. Okay, so we get 43 Blackstone no matter what. If we go volume level alpha, we get even more Blackstone. If we go level gamma, we raise the Doom level and we lose initiative, so that's no. And then if you take volume level omega, we get free CP, but we're max CP, so we get Blackstone anyway. I think we just take the Blackstone directly. Okay, and then again we're on the shortest route, so we'll take this. When we go to the next room, it's gonna go to level 2. Oh foul, could this be a place of Xenos worship? We have no data on the religious practices, but I retrieve Pharaoh Dictates 53.12. Not all data should be acquired. This chamber contains a large slab of metal that resembles an altar with the images of glowing skull-like Necron faces inscribed on the walls. Sequester, okay, that is no. Shatter. They follow the altar. Okay, we'll take the architect here. Situation analysis, study opportunity, religious fervor, conclusion, disappointment. Logical choice, Magos. The creed of Mars should be the only faith on Silva Tenebris. That gives me Sanctus Canister, okay. What is this doing? Unit gains +2 damage, +3 movement, send crit chance until its next base attack. We could use that later. And let's go to the other room. Here we go. The Necron tomb is trying to defend itself. Clearly our mission is working. Aphorisms 94.13. The enemy rushes to action when our administrations cause him fear. Off. Okay, I don't want to take the injury. That's not good. So we're just gonna have to take the awaken level, I guess. Oh my god. Or actually no, I have a way to heal now, so I guess I can just take this option. We lose out on some Blackstone though. But we potentially get like more missions from having the tomb level lower, so okay, at least it was a servitor. If it was a servitor, it's fine. Oh, okay, there's no battle. Okay, nice. In Holy Lair of the Alien now rings to the words of the Omnissiah, epigrams of Saint Euchelsis 3.89. Protect the shield of the mind and the body will be shielded thereby. The Necron can strike at our minds as well as our bodies, and we must protect both. In this Lector Dogmatics, I agree with you. I hope we are of the same mind in other matters too, Magos. Our exploration of Silva Tenebris should be executed with a view to the destruction of all traces of the alien. I have not yet decided if we should commit to such extremes, Videx. I feel multiple emotional prerogatives as well as logical analyses, all competing for primacy in my neurovolts. Our mission here may not be as simple as you think. Just be ready to make the right choice when the time comes, Magos. Recall the words of Fabricator General Plutonus, the eyes of the Omnissiah are ever upon us. Bro, this guy literally just quotes everything, man. It's all Vox Ashes, never seen us taint. Mission success. 162 Blackstone. Nice. And we got our these are good. Unlock Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. Oh wait, the Skitarii Vanguard are the ones that had the taser weapon. I remember like using them in the tabletop game when I was like playing on Tabletop Simulator. They were pretty cool because like their movement is like so far and then they just smack you in melee. I forgot how much their damage is though. Yeah, we can start using canticles now, since in terms of our missions to unlock the other canticles, yeah, the rest of these are like we have to use canticles now. Kill boss, scan 48 necrons. We're actually getting progress on like almost all of the other missions. Okay. Nice. Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. Taser Go deals area damage. Single target melee attack. Upon hitting target turns into a cone area attack. Okay, so this is like a melee version of the Arc Scourge. I see. I'm assuming these guys have like more movement than a freaking servitor. And then do we have enough to upgrade 163? Okay, they're both 163, so that's 326. Okay, we have enough Blackstone to upgrade both of them, so that's good. What do we want to take here? On the Tech Exilium, I think I want to take the physical armor. Nice. And then for this guy, we'll take the... What does this one give? Hold on. He has energy armor from this one, so we should get him physical armor next. +1 physical armor. Okay. Do I have enough time for one more mission? I don't think I have enough time for one more mission. Because I think the fastest I can probably clear the next one would be like 12 minutes. Depending on what the missions are, actually. If it look... So this one is This one's easy. It says it's easy. And this one's normal. Oh no. Immortals. Xenorite Mechadendrites. Refractor Field Generator. More Blackstone. I think we'll do this mission first. But yeah, we probably don't have enough time for another mission. So we'll come back to this on Thursday next week. So for our schedule next week, we'll continue EU4 on Tuesday. Continue our Batua half campaign. Thursday, we'll be continuing this one. Mechanicus will do the works of the enemy for our next mission. And then for Saturday, we'll be playing another game. Yeah. So the reason why we're shifting is because like we finished Endless Legend 2 on Thursday, right? So the rotation shifts again. There's like an additional shift on the rotation. That's why, right? So next Saturday is gonna be a new game into the rotation. I'm like looking through my library to see like what I'm gonna play on Saturday. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan. So EU4 on Tuesday, Mechanicus on Thursday, and then Saturday is gonna be a new game, or at least like a new game in terms of I haven't streamed the game yet. So that is the plan. First, be quiet now. Thanks to Spar and Steel for dropping by. For everyone else, whenever you're watching from, whether it's live or the VOD, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch, have a good day, good night, take care, and I'll see you next week for some map painting. And hopefully my gut is not upset next time. So we have more time for the stream. Anyway, bye bye.